I am going to do an activity now, modeling the QAR. And there are 3 passages in your folders. You can get them out. The centipede, the briefcase, and the rescue. So those are the 3 I'm going to actually model for you how, as teachers, you should be doing this within the classroom, if you are not already doing so. So we're going to look at the passage, the centipede. And I'm going to give you an idea of how you would do this with your children. So we're actually teaching how you teach these questions. The right there question. So we're looking at the passage, the centipede. My first question, and you're going to find the answer. What is a scary little creature?
A scary little creature is the centipede.
So all of us, let's see, show me where you find that answer in your passage. Touch where that answer is in your passage. Touch it. And this is why you're doing with children. Children have to touch it. They have to show you that they see it. Now, when you look at it, where is that answer in one single sentence? The answer for the right there question is in one single sentence. Let's look at another one. Who calmed me down? We can get the answer from another table. Who calmed me down? You're going to find the answer, touch it in the passage.
Mother calmed me down.
Show me it. So let's find it. It's not in 2 sentences. Who really says that starts with calming down? She calmed me down. We know who the she is because we're talking about, who's the she? Mother calmed me down. So the answer is in one single sentence. We're going to do a third one quickly. Who sprayed the whole area? Who sprayed, and everybody's going to find the answer. Who sprayed the whole area?
Mother sprayed the whole area.
Show me the sentence.
After.
She's good. And again, the answer is in just one sentence. Your question over here. Where did I sit?
I sat at the table in my bedroom.
Is it in one sentence again? And notice each time the child is actually showing it and touching it, and you're talking, you're modeling. It's always in the same sentence. Let's give you our last question here. What refused to find another route? What refused to find another route?
The centipede refused to find another route.
Is it in one sentence?
Yes.
One sentence, right? Yes. Good. So as teachers modeling the right there question, teaching that skill, which is also the recall question, in teaching that skill, you are ensuring that as you model it and you talk to your students, they are actually finding the answer each time. And you're always saying the answer is contained in one single sentence. So those questions are usually who, the what, the where, the whens. No worries, who, what, where, when are usually the questions that will give you that recall answer. Now, I wish to point out that the right there question also has another component, and I do not think that teachers recognize this. A question that asks about vocab is a right there question. A question that asks about part of speech is a right there question. So you have to ensure that when you're teaching those right there questions, again, because you've done all the background work, the strategies, all those strategies have already been put in place, you can afford to ask a question as it relates to vocabulary or parts of speech. So let's try this one. What word in the story shows that mother came quickly? We're going to start over here this time. What word in the story shows that mother came quickly?
I rushed outside and called Mother, who hastily came to my rescue.
So we always think within the sentence, and the children are always reading that sentence where it comes. Let's try another one. Over here. What word in the story shows that mosquitoes and flies are very different from centipedes?
It is very much unlike a fly or mosquito that will dart around.
And it's all in one sentence. And we keep stressing that, always in the same sentence. Let's try here. What part of speech is Saturday in line 2 of the story?
On Saturday night, I sat at the table in my bedroom doing my homework. Saturday is an adjective.
Saturday is an adjective. Good. And the next one, I'm going to give this table here. I kicked it off very quickly. I kicked it off very quickly. In which text is the sentence written? Again, you find the sentence. You instruct your child, you find the sentence. You look for the word. You look for the word. You underline your sentence. I kicked it off very quickly, and then you can tell me the tense it is.
The sentence is in the past tense.
Good. Again, thank you. So again, this was punctuation, parts of speech, not punctuation, tense, parts of speech, and vocabulary are all level 1 questions. Let's move to the next one, the think and search, the briefcase. And again, because you are modeling it, you are asking the questions, you are finding the answer, and you are guiding the children each time as you teach that skill. Think and search. We're going to do 5 again. What 2 things, according to the story, were inside the briefcase?
The 2 things are $15,000 and a business card.
Now, at this time do you find your answers? Where do you have to look to find your answers?
In paragraph 1 and paragraph 2.
In paragraph 1 and paragraph 2. Everybody agree about that? So yes, so everybody agrees that so you have to go through you have now to look through the passage to find your answer. It's not in one sentence anymore. And the young lady up there said to me it was in 2 more than, yes please.
For paragraph 2, this cash she thought would make, and then she continues to search through, so it can be stated that the answer could also be found in paragraph 2. Just in paragraph 2, as opposed to searching for both.
But no, you are teaching the skills, so you have to show where it happens first. So when the child gets it there, they can do the shortcuts. You don't teach the shortcuts. Let them find the shortcuts themselves. And there's nothing wrong with shortcuts, but you have to encourage them to go through and find. But your answer is understood quite well. Another one so we did this one, so we'll do this table next. Your question. What is a suitable name for the story? Now, we agreed, in order to come up with that, what you have to do, you have to read the entire passage. You can't come up with that answer just so. In order to get that answer, you would have to read the entire passage. And I don't agree that the passage is called the briefcase. That's what I copied. I don't agree that's what the passage is called. I don't agree that's a suitable name for the story. You might not agree. You might disagree with me. But I am sure we could come up with even a more specific name based on what we have read there. And remember, we have a lot of creation in the classroom. And so if we want to encourage them to find answers. And as a matter of fact, I probably would not have even given it a title. Leave it without a title so that they can come up with a title themselves. So on that one table, this table here, you agree that you have to look through the entire passage to get your answer. And what answer did you come up with?
I would say honesty is the best policy.
Honesty is the best policy, and I would agree with that as well. Okay, and I'm going to ask a question when I'm finished. Put these sentences in the order as they happened in the story. So you have to listen well. Put these sentences in the order as they happened in the story. She found the case on the ground. She put the money back into the case. She counted the money. She opened the suitcase. She found the case on the ground. She put the money back into the case. She counted the money. She opened the suitcase. Y'all minds are younger than mine, so you have it done already. So what's the first sentence? She found the case on the ground. She opened the suitcase. She counted the money. Again, did you have to look through the past to find that, or could you just decide it on it just like that? Again, at some point, you do the word I used over there just now. The shortcuts. But again, you guide the children to see that you have to look through to find the answer. Yeah, your question here. What is the main message in paragraph 2?
I guess we would say making right decisions would be our answer for paragraph 2.
Based on what you have read. Okay, good. Again, we look through. Now, question to you. What are the kinds of questions that you're having as think and search questions? Think of yours. I don't think you have scheme books anymore, but think of your syllabus. What are the questions that are coming in level 2 in think and search? Main idea, sequence questions. So at level 1, the right there questions are recall questions according to QAR. According to QAR, your think and search questions are main idea and sequence. And as you said, going through to find your answers each time. Let's go to the next one really quickly. We're going to look at the rescue. And again, you're telling the child, in each case with those right there questions and those think and search questions, the answer is always in the story. You could find it, you could touch it at those 2 levels. At this 3rd level now, what you have to do is different. So let's go. I have 4 questions. Who was Timothy?
Timothy was the dog.
What is the clue? Anywhere in that passage does it say that Timothy is a dog?
No.
What word or what clue tells you it's a dog?
The word bark.
The word bark. So again, the answer is not there, but a clue from the passage tells you the answer that is Timothy was a dog. Okay? My friends over yonder, how deep was the well?
It was 8 meters.
It was 8 meters deep. What is your clue that tells you it's 8 meters? Is it what it says? You find the clue that tells me that tells you that answer.
Fell into the well and lay 8 meters below a mercury
yes,
one.
good. So that's the clue. A phrase that tells you that the dog, the sheep, what it was, it was a sheep, yeah, a lamb. That the lamb fell and it was 8 meters below. So it didn't tell, that doesn't tell how deep, so that gives you an idea of how deep the well was. This group here, your question, how old was Simeon? What's your clue?
Simeon was 14 years old.
And what's your clue?
My clue was his upcoming 15th birthday.
Good. The 2 groups that didn't get a chance here are these 2, right? These 2? Good. Your question. At what time was the lamb rescued?
The lamb was rescued at 6 o'clock.
What's your clue?
The incident occurred at 4 o'clock, and 2 hours later, they got assistance.
The clues. So, clues. And the last one is for which group? This group, right? Your question, how many meters in all did Mr. Green travel to save the lamb? And what's your clue? How many meters in all did Mr. Green travel to save the lamb?
Mr. Green traveled 16 meters.
And what's your clue? How did you come up with that answer?
He went down into the well and then had to return.
And it was already 8 meters, so you had to go back again. So very, very good. So good. So I want to thank you. Now let's go on to the next one first, quickly. The next one is in both briefcase and centipede. So before we move to that point. So the author and me questions that are asked there, the answer is not in the passage. So you have to tell your children that. When you're doing the author and me question, you will never, ever find the answer in the passage. You have to use a clue to get your answer. And what type of question is that? Again, that we normally do. What kind of question is that? What skill is that? Inferencing, yes. So that the think and search question is an inference question. So we're going to do the last one now, which would be on my own. The first one is about the passage of the briefcase. How do you think the briefcase got into the road?
The briefcase fell from the truck.
The truck, you want the truck, or you want to say the truck?
From the truck.
You with me? You want to say the truck? Where you talking about a truck inside the passage, so you probably want to say not the truck, but
A vehicle.
Well, if you want to say a truck rather than the, you want to use the indefinite article there rather than the, because there's nothing to talk about trucks before. So yes, so probably fell from a truck. Any other answers?
The plantation manager dropped it.
Drop, yes. Any others?
The plantation owner was trying to test Millicent, so he put it there.
Yes, please. Yes, please. So what is happening here? There is no correct answer. Experiences. You might have had a child who experienced something similar to that in a smaller way. Pardon?
The child can also say a dog took the briefcase there.
So what we are saying here is that at this level, the answers are varied. There is no correct, there's no right or wrong answer. It's going to be based on the child's experiences, what they have read before. It can come, but they must still make some sort of sense. They must still make some sort of sense. Okay? Next one, also with the briefcase. Why do you think Millicent felt that the money would make ends meet? Why do you think Millicent felt that the money would make ends meet? We have, okay, I was going to put somebody in the spot. Go ahead.
Millicent felt that it would make ends meet because by being honest, she would retain her job, that she wouldn't lose her job.
Let me ask you a personal question. Well, not a personal, but individual question. When you hear make ends meet, and again, you're a pupil at this time, okay? So I'm teaching you a pupil. When you hear make ends meet, what comes to your mind?
Paying bills.
Again, this be any teaching setting, okay? So I got an answer from a student. So I asked his child, when you hear ends meet, what do you think of? You said paying bills, and yes, comes to what kind of family is it? Millicent says what kind of person? Remember, she's working on a plantation.
A working
class family. So again, we're using our background experience. You might have 2 or 3 children, probably 4 or 5. No partner, no daddy. So all these come to mind. So the answer has to reflect those kind of background experiences. So you see how you could change your answer now? How would you change your answer to make it sound more like what you're asking for?
What was the question again? Say the question.
Why do you think Millicent felt that the money would make ends meet?
Because she felt that she would be able to use it in the right way for uniforms.
Exactly. Good. So that's the idea, yes. So we're on the same page there. And see what I did? I didn't tell the child that she was wrong. I asked her a question to help her more or less clarify what she said. Next question. Why do you think mothers, this is about the centipede now, why do you think mothers sprayed the area? Why do you think mothers sprayed the area?
Mother sprayed the area to draw out the centipede.
To
Draw out.
draw out the centipede, yes. Any other answers? Yes, that's a good one. You know, once you spray the room, eventually you'll find it dead somewhere, but at least it will come up from wherever it's hiding.
Which is what I was going to say. Make sure mother sprayed the area to make sure she killed the centipede.
Oh, yes, to make sure she killed it, yes. Any others?
Mother sprayed the area to make sure that she kills the centipede and any other centipede.
That way around. Because when you see one, you know that some young ones.
Children are there.
Yes, good. The children are somewhere around, yes. So again, let me see background experiences again. And the last one, why do you think the author had the jitters?
The author had the jitters because she was afraid. He was afraid.
She was afraid. She was afraid of centipedes, yes. She was afraid of centipedes. Any others? Yes, please.
The author had jitters because she was bitten before.
Exactly, yes. Past experiences. And notice that each of these questions asks, what do you think? How do you think? Why do you think? Now, somebody did not say to you, but I want to say to you now, as you teach these skills, you are asking the students also to be able to identify the level. So when you mix them up, for example, when you mix up the four, let's say you've taught each skill separately, and now you mix them up. Still teaching, they have to be able to identify the level. So when they read a question, they have to be able, is it a think and search, level 2? Is it a level 1? I can find the answer there. Why do you think? It's not there, so it is a level 4. And on the page, in the story, the same thing throughout. You teach that all the time. And as I said at the very beginning, tried it, tested it, it works. Your comprehension passages, when the children are doing comprehension passages, when they reach that stage that you're going to see when we get further in the workshop, it must be written up. It's not that when you are finished, when you have a comprehension passage, it can't be written like how this looks now. It must be scrawled up. Notes written, things on the line. Encourage me to use the highlighters. That's what a comprehension passage should look like when you have gone to that stage. Okay? So, based on all of that, you need to recognize the benefits of the QAR strategy. And again, improve comprehension, strategic thinking, active reading, and enhance questioning skills. I want you to reflect quickly on Module 1. Reading comprehension is not a 45-minute lesson. A reading comprehension can take 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks if necessary, if you have to. It's not a 45-minute lesson on the timetable. So when we dismiss that altogether, then we'll start to see results. So when we parts of speech, now you would have taught your parts of speech all along. So they know the nouns. So when you had the one like Saturday, it was Saturday evening, Saturday night. They know normally, again, I'm going off a little bit here, but we need to teach parts of speech in context. We say that a child now is a name and where we put a list of words on the board. Parts of speech must be taught in context to make sense. So that a child can be Saturday, is a noun sometimes, today is Saturday. But when they write, we wait out on Saturday night, Saturday night becomes an adjective. So when we are teaching parts of speech, we teach in context and not put a list of words on the board. So to answer your question then, all these things make more sense when you're doing your actual reading comprehension.